This morning I'm at my block and I'm going to dig out the AU XR8. From one of my video updates, I've had a few people query me on this car, and I know it looks a bit rough around the edges, which it is, but I've got some interest that has sort of, got my attention. So a fella's looking at possibly swapping this for a F100. And so today I'm gonna drag it down to my place, give it a tidy up so at least he knows what he's looking at. And when I check out his car, see if we can come up with a deal. So let's drag it out of the weeds, eh? She needs to top up. The oil's actually good. I've, in true form, driven all the way up here and left the keys at home. But lucky my mate Eddie is going to pop up and he's going to bring the keys because he wanted to come for a drive anyway. And then, so while he's coming, I've pumped the tyres up, put some water in it. I might borrow the neighbour's vacuum cleaner, at least I can give it a clean out. And yeah, he'll be here soon. It's even nice and quiet. So I'm finally heading home in the AU, and it actually drives really good. So I don't know. See how I feel about this whole thing once I've given it all a clean up. I guess I'm just trying to justify what I want to do with either of these cars. The AU is a nice car, drives good, it's got plenty of power. But do I need it? Am I going to drive it? Whereas the other car could be a good tow rig. It's a lot rougher around the edges. Could it be cool? I don't know. See how we feel after I've cleaned this up and then have a look. Alright, back home now. I've given the car a quick wash and I ended up swinging past the parts store and get a pair of rear brake pads because they were knackered. And I put them in and I've quickly given it a red wall, and now I'm starting to wonder what I'm thinking because this thing has actually come up really nice. So the boot obviously needs a respray. There needs to be some, a little bit of paint work done. And she needs a bit more of a tidy up, but overall it's actually come up pretty nice. All right, as you can see, back up the block this morning and have the AU all tidied up. So basically, I've given it a quick clean. I blew a bit of paint around the place on the side skirts and the boot. I just re-cleared it because they were pretty scrappy. And I already had the paint at home, so I thought I may as well just do it. Pretty much just, re-red walled the thing, put the wings on the thing, the roof spoiler and the boot spoiler. And basically just give it a good tidy up. This is pretty much what it looked like when I used to use it as a daily. It's actually a little bit cleaner now, but as you can see, it's not quite the paddock hack that it used to look. So I'll give you a quick walk around, and hopefully it won't be too long before possible swap is here. So it's still got a little bit of damage on the spoiler there, like the body kit. This side's probably the worst, a bit of clear coat missing. It's got the FG snowflakes on it, with obviously some red walls. This side of the car is the rougher side, and the front bar obviously. But overall, it actually come up pretty tidy. Definitely not too much of a junker. I've actually vinyl wrapped the roof. My mate Ben, who done the GS stripes on the XA, done the roof for me because that was peeled as well, but I thought satin black roof would look pretty cool. And inside, actually not too shabby at all. It's automatic. Overall pretty tidy car. Actually only done, believe it or not, 195,000 Ks. So for anyone who knows AUs, which is pretty every Aussie ever, that's nothing. So and if you're not an Aussie and you have no idea what an AU is, Google it, because yeah, people either love them or they're wrong. So no, people love them or hate them. Yeah, they can look quite hideous stock, but yeah, I don't think they look too bad when they're done up nicely. So anyway, we'll see what old mate reckons when he gets here, and yeah, check out this possible swap. Alright, so we've just been cruising each other's car, and yeah, it looks like we might be coming up with a bit of a swap here, because the F100 is pretty good. It would be a perfect tow rig, which I don't have at the moment because the XE is sort of pushing its limits at the moment, towing cars around. It's actually a really original F-truck, this thing, so it hasn't been messed with too much. Obviously it needs a little bit of work here and there, and yeah, it looks like the F-truck might be staying at my place. All right, well, looks like the deal has been done in the F-truck. I'm pretty happy with that. It's F100, 77 model. It's an XLT Custom, I think it's called. I'm still learning these things. It's a 302 Cleveland. It's a 4-speed manual, and yeah, looks like a pretty good thing. Obviously, this guard here needs to be, well, it has been replaced because it hit a roo. And that's what broke the windscreen as well. But he's got the original guard in the colour, so I'm going to get that off him, and I'm going to knock the dent back out, put it back on, and I'm going to fix a few little bits of the rust in this thing, which isn't too bad. There's a little spot there, a little bit around the cab. But anyone that knows these F100s, they will know that they are very, very bad for rust. And in the roof, it's got this piece in the corner, but aside from that, it's actually really solid. Under the bonnet's nice. The interior, fortunately, it hasn't been too destroyed. The carpet's knackered and the seat's knackered, but the door trims are really nice. The dash is very respectable. There's nothing wrong with that. I can tidy that up nicely. Door jambs are all good. No rust inside the cab And yeah, so that's got some really good potential. I'm looking forward to tinkering with it. I think there's a bit of a knack to popping this bonnet. Under the bonnet here, pretty standard old clapper. It's got a 4-barrel on it, maybe? Yeah, it's got a 4-barrel on it, but it's running on gas. So I'm going to try and maybe, I don't know, I'll see if I can tune the gas a bit nicer. But I want to get it running on dual fuel, so I would like to use petrol as well if I can at the moment. Petrol's literally cheaper than LPG at the moment, so I'd like to tidy it up under here. It just needs a lot of time spent on it just cleaning, really. And obviously I need to get a front bar for it because that bull bar just will not cut it. So that's going to have to get a front bar. So I'm going to have to do a bit of shopping, but I want to do everything on budget because this thing was not a necessity at all. It was definitely not anything I needed because at the moment I wasn't looking for another car, and realistically it's only replacing a car that was sitting in the paddock anyway, so I don't really want it to have to cost me too much. So I'll be looking at some cheap options of how to just to tidy this thing up, make it a nicer drivable thing. It's already got registration, and the windscreen is getting covered as a part of the deal, the swap, so I won't have to do that. Yeah, so look, initially the plan for this thing was to, as usual, lower it. I was going to put some factory steel wheels back on it, like 16s, some white walls, and like patina wax it or clear it or something, just to preserve the look of the car now. But there are a few ways of going about getting these things low, and none of them are really easy. So I'm now maybe contemplating even maybe lifting the front up a little bit to be level with the rear, and yeah, running some decent tyres. Well, the tyres on it are pretty good anyway. So I can either go the full drive look or the lowrider sort of style. So look, if you give us your opinions, hit the comments below and tell me what you think I should do. Link me to any, forums or photos or other videos of other F trucks, some ideas of what I could do, because yeah, I haven't really sort of set in stone what I want to do with this thing. So yeah, give us your feedback and we'll see what I can come up with. But for now, I'm going to shoot over to the paddock of doom over there and see if I can find a few bits that would be handy for this car. There's a few leftovers from a couple of Charlie's trucks. Jump onto Charlie's YouTube channel and check out his updates. But there is an old bench seat over there, which is a damn sight better than this one. So I might see if the stud pattern for the bench seat base is the same, and maybe swap that over, because that would be a nice little upgrade just to get me started, because that seat that's in it is knackered. So I'll get stuck into doing that today, and then yeah, we'll definitely be hitting you up with a new video on the future upgrades. Alright, stole a seat from Charlie's truck. I think he was trying to sell it, or he had a buyer for it or something, but whatever, we'll see what happens there. Anyway, way better now, because before I was like sitting in a hole. So got that sorted now, so I'm going to jump online and see if I can find a nice seat cover for it, because I'm not trimming a seat. Seat cover, I am going to put carpet in it. That'll look nice. So yeah, if anyone has links to great places to buy F100 parts, you know, I'd rather try and buy Australian, but we'll see how we go with that. Yeah, hit me up in the comments or send me links below, and yeah, I'll start shopping. So as for now, I'm gonna motor home in it, and yeah, start giving it a bit of a tidy up and cruise around. Maybe I gotta move the XB later this week, so I'll be using the trailer, throwing the trailer on the back of the F truck and using that. So yeah, first tryout will be the end of this week, and it'll be good to see how it hauls. So yeah, that'll be it for this episode of the Iron Empire. As usual, if you haven't, please like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and tell your mates, and get out there and keep wrenching. Cheers, guys.